everyone, thank you for watching. Today we're going to be doing baked chicken thighs, smashed red potatoes, and cabbage. It won't be all on the same video because it'll be too long to watch. Just look for the end card at the end of the video for the next dishes. I'm going to add a chopped onion to my baked chicken, just a medium-sized onion. I'm also going to be using onion powder. But sometimes when I'm cooking, I just like to layer my flavors. Onion powder to me is more mellow than I shouldn't say a real onion, but a raw onion. How about that? And I'm just going to rough chop it. If you don't want it rough chopped, just dice it whatever size you like. So here we have these beautifully sized turkey. Ooh, I already called them turkey because I would love some turkey wings about right now. It's so hard to find around this time. It really is. As you can see, we have some really nice size chicken thighs. I haven't cleaned them yet. I'm going to cut some of the skin off. That's the first thing. I try to keep the fat on it because it really does cook. It cooks out or cooks down, and it just makes your chicken more moist and flavorful. If there is any extra skin, I just get rid of that. If you don't like chicken thighs, by all means, you can use chicken breast or any cut of meat. Or any cut of chicken. If you don't want to throw away this chicken skin, fry it up. Yeah, I know. Beginning of the year, and I'm telling you to do something bad already. You see the name of the channel. After I cut off all this extra skin, I'm going to clean it. And how do I clean mine? I use salt. I just put a tablespoon or two. I just sprinkle, but roughly about a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons. And just whisk it around in there, let it sit for a moment. Or you could use white vinegar. Also, this is the perfect time when you cut the skin to look to see if there's any hairs, plumes. I don't need that extra fiber. Any feathers, anything sticking out of it. A lot of times you'll definitely have it towards the edge of the skin, which we're cutting off anyway. You see this bowl here? I got a lot of goodness in this bowl. So let me tell you what I have in this bowl here. In this bowl, we have 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder. You also I have 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of poultry seasoning. If you don't have poultry seasoning, of course, I'm using this. Or you can use Italian seasoning. If you don't have Italian seasoning, a little thyme, a little sage, rosemary, any of those things will do. Parsley. I'm just not a big fan of parsley for myself. But any of those things will do. Of course, your cayenne or your crushed red pepper is always optional. I actually added a half of a teaspoon. And of course, a teaspoon of pepper or pepper to taste. You can use white pepper, black pepper. I know I'm using my hand, folks. It's clean. will love a little bit more color in this. I'm going to add a little bit more paprika because I love when my chicken just takes on that little reddish hue. Just a little bit anyway. All right. What I will be doing instead of using a lot of salt, I'm going to be bad. It's the New Year's. Right now I'm shooting this on New Year's Day. Right now you're probably having beans and rice, right? This is what we normally have for that. I guess for those who follow that, they say you have to have some pork. I'm just going to use a stock cube. One stock cube will be enough for me. Now, unfortunately, with seasoning, unfortunately with meat, you can't really taste it, right? To see if it's perfectly seasoned. But if you want to use, I would say start off with a teaspoon and a half of salt, or whatever your normal salt levels are for when you're cooking chicken. Oh, I'm losing my goodness here. I need that. Okay. So I've cleaned the chicken. And now I'm just going to start patting some of that excess water off of it. And it probably won't be perfectly dry, and that's fine. Just to get rid of some of that excess water. That helps the skin to crisp up nicely. As you can see, it's nice and dry. And I'm going to add about a tablespoon or 2 of oil. And I might have to add a little bit extra because I told you I have a lot of chicken here. A lot of nice sized pieces. And this is olive oil. And I'm just going to get to sprinkling. And now this chicken, I'm going to just flip the pieces over because they'll get a nice little rub down, a little massage. Let's see here. Just to let you know, after your chicken is cooked and you've tasted it, you say, oh, you know what, it's not enough seasoning in there. You can always, season it after it's cooked. It's not going to hurt anything. And it still tastes good. And of course, I'm just going to just get it in. Get this nice and let's mix it all in. As you see, I'm trying to do something with one hand. Why mess up 2 hands? It's so funny. I'm using one hand, but when you wash your hands, you have to wash both hands regardless, right? And I feel like, why use gloves? I'm still going to take it off and wash my hands regardless. I don't mind the touch of a chicken. I don't mind touching the chicken. Alright, so yeah, you want to just make sure that it's just all seasoned and every part is just inside of this. You want to make sure that all the surfaces are touched. If you can do this the night before, that's even better. And that's the thing about most of your meats, if you can let it just, sit in those seasonings, it'll actually season it all the way through. And sometimes when I'm cleaning it and I'm letting it sit in that salt water, it will definitely season it as well and make it juicy. And if you get a chance, you can check out my Cajun chicken that I grilled. The wonderful thing about that Cajun chicken, you don't have to, if you don't want to grill out, it goes perfectly in the oven as well. The longer you let this sit, the better. If you can't, I understand. But just know, the longer you sit, it sits, the more flavor. And the more your friends and family be like, ooh la la, this is good. Versus, yeah, it's okay. Could do it a little bit more seasoning. It makes a difference. It really does. Okay, I'm gonna get off my seasoning soapbox now. You can cover this and put it in the refrigerator. If you don't have a lot of time, because you need this done today, a couple hours, 2 hours, at the least 30 minutes. We can spare 30 minutes, right? I have my chicken in the pan, of course. These are large pieces, so I couldn't fit it all in one pan. I have my oven set for 350 degrees. You're going to cook this between 40 to 55 minutes. And what I'm going to do now, I'm not going to add any broth to this because these are very fatty. If you have unskinned thighs, you might want to add just a little bit of chicken broth. I'm going to add the onions because this is going to create its own broth. If you want to make it a little better, you can add some carrots, some diced carrots in here. And now I'm going to add that garlic. Now this step you can't omit, but I'm trying to get all the flavor in this. So I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of butter to this. And now I'm going to put it in the oven, uncovered. And we'll see how that turns out. And while I'm cooking my chicken, now I'm going to get started on my cabbage. Now I will tell you I was basting these a couple times as it was in the oven. I'm going to finish basting them one more time. Get all that flavor in there. And there we have it. This is my New Year's Day meal. I put a little bit of that juice from the chicken. I made some honey cornbread. Now, if you need that recipe, it is in my earlier videos. I'll also link the card to it. I also have a Southern style. I'll link that one as well. We have, of course, the cabbage. So don't that look good? Y'all can have y'all beans. I'm just kidding. I love beans. You know I love beans. I done made two bean videos, and I'm getting ready to make some beans this week with the rest of my ham. I can't wait. But I'm just picking with you. All right. So thank you for watching. I appreciate taking up some of your time. I appreciate you letting me take up some of your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how it turned out for you. And I will love some of your ideas about how you do your chicken and your smashed and cabbage as well. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.